Hello doll people, my name is Vinya and you're watching Like and Pour Dolls. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you have been here before. Today I've once again got a face up, but a little different than the previous one. This time I've got a ball jointed doll, which is resin, and it will also be a first for me. This is the first time I will be doing a face up on a boy doll, and I'm very excited to do it and also a little bit nervous. So we hope it turns out all right, but I've got some good feeling about it. So right, here is the doll. This is for a client. This one is Doll Chateau Douglas, and I will be giving him a sort of neutrally type of face up, something that will go with a lot of different color clothing, and that will not bind one too much in sense of color. So I did notice while scrolling through photos of face ups and so on, just to get an idea of what would work for him, I did notice that a lot of people don't give him eyebrows. I'm not sure why, but it's something that I did notice, and I did discuss it with my client, and we both decided that he will look quite cute with eyebrows. It gives some nice expression to the face. So I will be attempting some eyebrows for him. Something kind of neutral in color, I think, just for in case of hair color, because the client hasn't decided yet which color his hair will be. So I want to try something kind of neutral, in the sense that it would go with blonde hair as well as really dark hair, for in case she decides to give him either or color or want to change at some point, so that the face up doesn't bind her if she does want to change his coloring. So I am going to start this, and I will be doing a video of the whole process, but I will have it on a time lapse so that you guys don't get bored because it takes quite long. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the products that I'm going to be using for him. So I will be using acetone is not really needed right now because he does not have a face up. A previous face up, his face is blank, but I might need it for in case I am not happy with the face up that I did on him, and if the paint and things is dry, then you need acetone to remove that and the sealant and so forth. So acetone, pure acetone for paint removal. You can use nail polish remover as well, I have heard, but it's also just basically acetone. It just has some added things to not dry out your hands and moisturize your nails a little bit. So basically the same thing, only this doesn't have the added goodies, and you don't really need that for your dolls anyway. So as far as I understand it, that is the only difference that there is. So yes, sealant, I'll be using Tamiya TS80 Flat Clear, which is a matte product. It's not glossy, it's matte. We don't get Mr. Super Clear in South Africa, which is my country. We don't get that here, so I am using this instead because it's the best thing I've found so far. It works really, really well on resin. It works well on vinyl as well. But as I explained in my previous video, which is of a Monster High doll face up, that it sometimes gives a little bit of problems with the pencils, where they don't really, can I say, talk to each other? They don't really talk to each other. The pencils don't really stick to the doll quite as well, and I don't know if it's got something to do with the sealant, but it doesn't seem to have that same problem on ball jointed dolls, on resin dolls. It doesn't really seem to have that kind of problem. So yes, anyway, good product. I'm very happy with it. Okay, and then glass for the lips and the inside of the eyes, the what you would call the waterline. So I'll be using some gloss there as well, not too much, just a little bit. And can you see, is it blurring? Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna read it to you guys because it does seem to want to blur out the whole time. So it's just Tamiya Color acrylic paint X22 clear, yeah, sealant. So it doesn't actually say sealant on the bottle. It's quite strange. Oh, not sealant, gloss. It doesn't say gloss on the bottle. It's just says clear. Yeah, but anyway, it is a gloss. It's very glossy. So yes, it depends on how glossy you want the area to be. Obviously, if you add only one coat, it will be only slightly glossy, and then if you add another coat, it's more glossy, and so forth. I don't usually go past 3 layers, but I'm sure you can if you want to. But I don't think more than 3 layers is necessary. Okay, otherwise, my soft pastels, I use these ones. They're lovely, very nice, good price. There's quite a few colors in here actually. It was a very good price, and I think I got it in sale as well, which was great. It's always good. But yeah, not a lot of colors in here, but I mean, I don't really use most of those actually, so I think more colors would have been kind of a waste. So yes, for the ball jointed dolls, I use mostly flesh colors and the red and so on. I don't really use the blue and green and orange and so on. But I think for fantasy color dolls, for fantasy skin tone dolls, I think that would be quite handy. So I will keep those for future. So yes, that is nice. It's a nice soft pastel. I know those soft pastels, but some are softer than others. And these are lovely soft ones with nice pigment. It's got quite a lot of color to it. So I'm very, very happy with this product. Yes. Then my pencils, I use Faber-Castell. Also nice and not too hard. You need them to be kind of soft, otherwise you have to press too hard and you might end up scratching the doll face. So a softish pencil is nice. A softish pencil that has good color. So you need that to work well for a face up. So yes, so those are nice. I find them quite nice and soft. They've got quite good color. But of course you can also, with the pencils as well as with the pastels, you do layers of your sealant. So you know, with every layer of sealant, then you can add more color, and it does build up nicely into a nice vibrant color, as vibrant as you need it to be. So if you find that you don't have enough color on the first go, then give it some more color after the sealant. So yes, okay, so that's what I'm going to be using. Obviously some paint brushes as well, some brushes to add the soft pastels, and if I need to use acrylic paint, I tend to use acrylic paint for the lips. I know not a lot of people do that. Quite a few people that videos that I've watched and people that I've spoken to, I've heard that they like to use the soft pastels for the lips, and I have actually heard of other people that use the acrylic or paint of some kind for the lips. I prefer to use the paint. I can't tell you why, it's just a personal preference, but that's what I will be doing. I'll be using, I don't have any acrylic paint out here to show you guys, but I'm sure you guys know what acrylic paint is. So yes, I'll be mixing my color according to what I would like it to look like, and then add that onto the lips and possibly the inside of the eye as well at the top. I might use pencil for that, or I might use acrylic. I'm not sure yet. I will decide when I get there. So if I find the pastels don't put enough color in there, then I might do acrylic. So yes, that's what he looks like now, and you will see him again after.